Do you want to say hi? Hi guys, and welcome back to another day vlog on our hashtag quarantine and chill day life. So if you guys are new to our channel, please subscribe and hit that bell notification down below so you guys don't miss any of our uploads. We upload 2 times every single week, right?
Yeah! I love you, mommy!
All right, so I guess it's on with the mom life video.
So first thing in the morning, I always start off by making Aries a bottle of milk, and then I go ahead and make myself some coffee with the help of both Aries and Zayla with stirring. So cute. It's my favorite part of the day.
Aries!
I tell you, it's crazy.
Majority of our mornings always start off with oatmeal for breakfast, and Davian is absolutely obsessed with oatmeal, so obviously the kids have to follow suit and eat oatmeal just like Daddy. And then there's Aries, always making his little stink faces as he's eating. Zayla is always giving tips to Aries on what to do in front of the camera. So after everybody is finished eating breakfast, they go off into the living room while I kind of pick up and tidy up Aries' high chair and the table. I cannot handle my house being a mess, so every single morning I'm always cleaning up, wiping down the counters and everything, making sure my kitchen is ready for the day.
You cleaning? You hard at work? Need some water?
What do you want?
Is it yummy?
So now finally I get to sit down and drink my lukewarm coffee, replying to your guys' comments, going on Instagram, looking at social media, and checking out the news to see what's going on in the world today. Another thing that we do in the mornings that is the highlight of the kids' day is talking to my parents via FaceTime. Because they live so far away, we always try and make time for them to talk to them, and they're absolutely obsessed with talking to their grandmama and grandpapa.
So we have a little bit of time before nap, which is when Zayla normally goes and does some of her learning and just some quiet time practicing different things to get her ready for kindergarten in September. So I am going to do a little game for the kids that we were doing yesterday, right, Zay? The one with the bucket? So this is one of the activities I do with the kids during the day. It's from Batat. What I do is I put them all in a line, hide the shape underneath one of them, but every time they pick one up, they tell me the number, they count them, and then obviously for Aries, he gets to tell me what the color is, or at least we try and get him to say the color and familiarize himself with the colors. This one. Oh! 10. Good job. You said blue?
Blue.
Good job! Good night, baby. Good night. Bye-bye. So I brought Davian some coffee, but here is his cute little office setup.
Hey guys.
Yeah! He literally was laying on here. I'm like, what are you doing? And then look how nice this looks, guys. Look at him. How cute. Babe, wave. Come on, it's like your first day at work. We got a whole setup going on here. I believe the desk was like, I want to say $119. Chair was like cheap. It was like 70 bucks. And then this, put it down here so that he has a nice little back support. And he literally just chills. But let me tell you, this is probably where he's actually
Office life.
quarantine office life. I'm gonna leave him now so that he can continue his calls. He's waiting for a call right now. So now that Aries is napping, I'm gonna show you a couple of these cool activities that Davian's cousin's girlfriend, she's a grade 1 teacher. Here is one of the books. There's one for every single letter. They have these really cool little pictures. And then here is another really cool book. It's the alphabet book. And then every single letter of the alphabet is in here.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go.
The van is fast. So this is what Zayla ended up doing for her kindergarten lesson today. So she did her E's. I'm so proud of her. She did her lines, and then she was doing the E booklet. Here's her name, so cute. And now she's finishing off her V booklet.
Whew. Now I'm done.
Now the main level is all cleaned after Zayla's kindergarten lesson. It is 1:21, so that means Davian's gonna be coming down for lunch shortly. And then I think we're gonna go for a walk. So making some coffee, cause yeah, need some. And then I'm gonna make a smoothie. All right, so for our smoothie, we got some Olympic Greek yogurt. We got some mangoes. We have some sliced strawberry. And we have some beautiful spinach, the baby spinach. Put it all in the blender, and we're gonna see how this works out. All right, so we got some. Alright, welcome back to the cooking show, because let me tell you, it just got a little bit bad. So we have some yogurt going in currently. I'm gonna put some mango chunks. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Seems about right. We're gonna put in some little baby spinach. Little spinach, oh baby. About that much, I'm not really sure. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Put a little bit of milk. Okay, we're good. Some water. Voila! Welcome to the cooking show. Gosh, guys, I'm not a cooker, baker, smoothie maker. Do you like it? Gaga! Gaga! What does that mean? Is it good? Is it yummy? So smoothie time was a major success. Now I'm gonna go bring one up to Davian. That's so weird. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go bring one up to him. Normally he's at work, but he's at work, just upstairs. So random. He's just gonna finish up his call right now, and then we are gonna go for our daily walk to get some air. And I'll show you guys what it looks like outside, because let me tell you, there's no green grass, okay? So we are officially on our journey and our walk.
A quarantine walk.
Yeah. It's
I advise everyone to do so.
Please.
Keep your sanity with your kids.
We're in the Arctic right now. You know, everybody's going on a nice grass green adventure. Us here, we're going tobogganing down our streets. No, I'm just joking, but look how cute Aries is. Yeah, hi, Bubba Boy. Look how cute he is. Say hi. And then Zay's over here. Zayla's actually gonna be going over to Grandma's house in like an hour to have a sleepover, so we're free. Yeah, so we get some quality time with Aries, and we just get to hang out and stuff. Also, we just realized and found out, Davian sent me the link.
Oh my gosh, guys.
You say it.
There's no more BB. They canceled it because of the corona.
They canceled Big Brother, guys.
I can't believe this.
So
I can't believe this.
We're depressed because that's like our God, our glory.
But on the bright side, Ozark is starting soon.
Yeah, Ozarks. Comment down below if you guys watch Ozarks. You guys totally have to. Netflix series, Ozarks.
And don't watch season 2 first. You gotta watch season 1.
Yeah, I agree. Start from the beginning, then watch season 2.
Story just kind of.
And now it's already season 3. Thank gosh for our Bumble ride. See, this thing is a G. It's been through sand, it's been through storms, it's been through water, it's been through snow. This is the real Canadian thing. Social distancing. Social distancing. Social distancing. Guys, we're just walking past some people, and they literally walked over to the other side of the street in order to come past us That's when you know quarantine level is on point.
Quarantine level is like level 10 right now.
Level 10. No. But you guys have seen this area in one of our summer vlogs actually.
The path is clear!
Yeah, the path is clear. Davian wants to get an electric scooter,
I've been
guys.
slowly convincing Heidi, slowly.
And he's trying to get me to get a skateboard. I'm like, what are you trying to do?
Skateboard.
Trying to break him, break me? It's not gonna work.
It might give in though, because it's really expensive, so I might just get like 2. It's not fun if I do it by myself, so I want Heidi to get one too.
Guys, please just, I can't handle right now. Look how cute he is. Look at his little cheeks jiggle. Oh my gosh. All right, so it's been about an hour since we got back from our walk, and Aries is just down here. He's having a little bit of a quiet time. Zayla actually was picked up by Davian's parents to go over there for a bit and just to have a sleepover and stuff. So I've been spending a little bit of time with Aries. We were watching a little bit of the news because there was an update that happened for our province on what's going on in the world and stuff like that. But I just wanted to sit down and maybe answer a few of the questions while I had the time. I did ask on my community tab if you guys had a couple of like mommy questions or just questions for me, because a lot of you guys are new to our channel. So I did want to answer a few of them. But before I answer them, up in the top corner here and then down in the description, I will also link our very first Q&A that Davian and I did do already. There's lots of questions that were answered there, but there is a couple questions here that was not answered in that video. So go take a look at that video after you guys finish watching this one. One person asked, Saffron Wetter, I'll try and pronounce them right, but she asked, how did we get it right the first time? At first I was like, what do you mean? But then she means by the kids. How did we get like a boy and a girl? To be honest, with Zayla, we ended up finding out she was a girl at a regular anatomy scan. We didn't really do anything. We were obviously noobs, just happened to be a girl. As for Aries, we actually didn't end up finding he was a boy until I actually gave birth. I can actually do like a birth story later on, but quick and simple, Aries, to be honest, you can't make yourself have a boy or you can't make yourself have a girl. But with him, I did use ovulation tests with Aries. So I did kind of know when I was ovulating and what days I wasn't. So that may have played a factor of like timing wise, because it is harder apparently to conceive a boy than a girl. I don't know. That's what I heard. But to answer your question, I guess I was just lucky. But as soon as we found out he was a boy, we were like, bye. And then that can go easily into the second question, which was asked by Marisol Llamas as well as Noemi Gonzalez. I hope I'm pronouncing them right, but they actually both asked me if we're having any more kids. And to answer that sweet, short and simple, no, we are not having any more kids. The reason why, like the big reason why, is because we travel so much. We love to travel and we want to travel actually even more in the future. And obviously more kids equals more plane fares, and we don't want to limit our traveling capabilities because of kids. I would love to have kids. If we had like all the money in the world, we would probably have more kids, but we're really content with the 2. And especially because Aries is getting a lot older, I feel like it makes it a lot more easier and being like, oh, the newborn years are finished, now we can enjoy what we have and kind of move on to our next kind of steps. One moment. Aries. And then another question that was asked a couple times, which I found was really interesting, was what is it like being a Canadian? I love Canada. Yeah, it is a lot colder, but I like being a Canadian because of the benefits that we get in our country. Aries, stop. I feel like it's a really safe, really beautiful place. I do sometimes get a little like Debbie Downer because it's a lot of the time cold, especially where we live in Edmonton here. I want to say snow is on the ground like 8 months out of the 12 months of the year. But as for summer times, it's so nice here. The only downfall about really being Canadian and living in Canada is the fact that we don't have like Target. Which I know is like, so that's like hashtag first world problems, but we don't have the luxury of shopping at all these kind of like really cool US stores. I would say that that's the only kind of downfall. And another thing is that our shipping prices are so expensive to ship anything from those smaller US stores that I always like looking at, but it's just so expensive. Aries is being a little bit of a poo-poo over here. Don't do that, you're gonna get owies. So another question, Lisa Johnson, she asked me, what is the hardest thing about being a mother? What is the hardest thing about being a mom? That's a really hard question. I feel like the hardest thing right now about being a mom is making sure that both kids have the attention that you want to give, with also giving attention to yourself, if you know what I mean. Balancing my time between the two, making sure they're both feeling valued and both feeling, I guess, loved in a way. I think that's probably the hardest, but I think it's gotten a lot easier since the year has gone past with Aries and stuff. But I think that would be probably my hardest challenge, is to making sure that I am giving the attention and the appropriate amount of attention evenly to both kids. Another question that was asked that I thought was really, really good was, what is a piece of wisdom that you can share on parenthood? My biggest piece of wisdom that I could share with a new parent would be routine, and keeping to a routine as much as you possibly can. It's easier said than done, but if you have a routine, especially, this is what I learned with Aries. Aries now is almost like a dream baby. I put him down, he goes to sleep on his own. He wakes up on his own without crying. He'll play in his crib for a bit. Throughout the night, he doesn't wake up. Aries goes to sleep at 7, wakes up at 8. Zayla sleeps in her home bed. Aries sleeps in his own bed. As soon as I had Zayla, she wasn't really in a routine. She would go to bed at 10 p.m. one night, she'll go to bed at 9 one night, she'll go to bed at 11 one night. It was not consistent, and I feel that consistency was the main thing that you needed. I would say consistency and routine would be my biggest piece of wisdom. Honestly, that's what I learned, and it did wonders. Another question, thank you. Another really good question was asked by Regina Hay, and she asked my favorite thing about each of my kids. I would say as a whole, both of my kids, they're so different from each other, like in personality wise. I feel like Aries is very much like Davian, and Zayla is basically a spitting image of me. But my favorite thing about Zayla is her spunky attitude, her just like goofiness. She's so funny. She has this sarcastic kind of flair to her that just makes me die laughing. She just reminds me of me, honestly, and sometimes it can be quite irritating, but all in all, she's just hilarious. She's so funny. And as for Aries, my favorite thing about Aries is, what's my favorite thing about you? He is just like the sweetest boy. Like the definition of sweet is Aries. And I love the fact that I actually nickname him Bob the Builder, because he's always examining things. He doesn't want to look, like if I gave him the phone and there was a show playing, he would not want to watch the show. He wants to figure out why the show is playing on this device and look at all the buttons. Like an investigator. He's like a private eye. And that's like my favorite thing about him. It's so different than Zay, and it gives a sense of balance between the two, because if I had 2 of Zayla, I think I would go nuts. But if I had 2 of Aries, I think I would go nuts as well, because it would be so quiet. But with Zayla, it'd be like so much. It's like 2 of me, and I know that would be exhausting even for myself. So another question that was asked by Isabel, and she asked, what is a crazy kiddo story? Zayla has been running into walls every single day. She does not have a sense of her speed right now. She's just learning how fast she goes. Yesterday, she ran into the laundry room machine doors. The day before that, she ran into the wall that's right next to me. The day before that, she ran into something else. She always keeps just running into things. Like she'll be like running and she can't stop herself, so she just runs into things, and I'm like, what? As for Aries, the craziest thing he does is he literally, I'm gonna insert a picture right now. He goes and stands on his horse and he just bounces like this, like he's some sort of like god, and he just stands there, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it scares me, and I'm like, Aries? And he looks to me like this, and he slowly goes down. His balance is insane. But thank you guys so much for asking some questions. There was a few more, but I'm gonna wait for like an actual Q&A video that's just dedicated to Q&A questions, because then this video is just gonna be way too long. But this is what he ended up getting. He got all this stuff here. He's just chilling. He really is just chilling. He goes to bed in like 2.5 hours, so he's kind of like slowly having his down. But look, this is Aries. Is exploring. He'll go over and play with one thing and off to the next. Hey baby, you wanna clean up over here? That would be nice. Yeah, there's a bunch of toys over here that you need to clean up. But yeah, we're just waiting for Davian basically to come downstairs. I think what we'll do is we'll make a quick dinner, maybe some pasta or something, and then watch a movie or something, spend some quality time with Aries, which is not often that we just get time to spend with Aries. So maybe I'm gonna end the vlog here. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like these days in life. I really hope that you guys enjoy them. We don't really get up to too much. We kind of just do a few activities, stay at home. There's like so much snow and it's cold. Like when I say cold, guys, it's like -20, -15 degrees Celsius. Like right now it's blizzarding outside, like serious. Let me know in the comments below where you guys are from. I want to know exactly where you guys are in the world, and let me know your guys' current situation there. What is it like? Man, we're always just watching the news kind of, but now I haven't so much just because of everything going on. It's kind of like a Debbie Downer, you know? But I hope you guys are all safe. I hope your family is safe. I hope the ones that don't live in your household are safe, and just make sure you guys are staying home, you know? Hashtag stay home, hashtag quarantine life. Take care. We'll see you on Sunday with a baby names episode, and then maybe next week I'll give you guys 2 baby name videos. Let me know if you guys want that. I'm gonna send you off with a really cute little montage of Aries cleaning the house and mopping, because this is what he does. He observes and he mimics it. So here we go. Take care. We'll see you again, okay? Bye.
The sparkle in your eyes. I feel the warmth of your skin.